The meeting of the Revere Zoning Board of Appeals will now come to order. Roll call.
Mr. Bacilli? Mr. Corrin? Mr. D'Angelo? Mr. Mazzoni? Mr. Colametto? And Mr. Tucker?
Present.
Quorum is present. The first matter before the board is application A1311, which was continued for the meeting of September 25th. This is the application of Mr. Olawi, 88 Garfield Avenue, Revere, requesting front, side, and rear yard setback variances to enable the appellant to construct a new construction, one-story enclosed addition in accordance with the appellant's plan in the front and rear yards of Lot 1, Garfield Avenue and Blake Street at 88 Garfield Avenue, Revere.
It was a single story. We asked that last time. It's not two-story, one-story addition.
Is it a one-story addition on top of the existing structure?
You can ask that. Could you step up to the microphone, please? State your name and address for the record.
Charles Pasquesi?
Is that on? Yes, it is. Okay. It's on. It's on, so just speak. No, now it's off.
Okay. Charles Pastisi, 88 Garfield Street, Garfield Avenue.
Okay, the question was that this new structure that's in the shaded area on the plan, so that will be totally removed and a single-story structure will be put in place.
Yeah, okay.
Is that correct?
One-story structure. Mike gave new drawings this morning.
Okay, yeah. Do you have that drawing? Do you have that?
No, that's the same as this in terms of, it doesn't, the question was in the wording. It said proposed one-story addition. Yep. So we're assuming that there was going to, the existing structure is there and there was going to be another story on top of it.
That's why I didn't hear it. The existing structure here, this is all being removed. That's the final disposition of everything.
Now on the plan also, the parking spaces, it looks like the parking space is going into the second story above on your plan.
No, that's a level above. The parking spaces are underneath that. Yeah, it's much clearer on this one. That's a balcony above, the space is up underneath it.
And where is that depicted on the plan here?
Well,
You can't see the parking spaces on the plan.
back over here, those pictures are from here.
Right, so
Yeah.
this here, you're saying that a car can pull under the second story
Yeah,
deck?
there's a second story balcony there of sorts, and this is just underneath a piece of it. This is all paved. This is all paved right up to the building, right up to here.
Okay. Since this is continued, I will ask if there are any proponents. Anyone in favor? Hearing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. Any opponents? Anyone opposed? Hearing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. Any members wish to speak? Okay, we'll go on to the next calendar item. We vote at the very end of the meeting. So you can have a seat and we'll vote at the end of the meeting.
The next matter before the board is application 81312. This is a special permit application of Judy Donato, 35 Ferry Street, Everett, requesting a special permit to enable the appellant to further alter a non-conforming single-family structure by changing the pitch of the roof of the structure on Lot A at 460 Revere Street, Revere.
Is the applicant in the audience? Could you please step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record? Nope, right up to the microphone, please.
Antonio Donato, 35 Ferry Street, Everett, Mass.
Okay, do you wish to add anything to the application, or?
I have a set of plans here. I guess you all know what the house looked like, and each one look at the plans. That's all I did there. I pulled permits for everything. All I want is change the picture of the roof.
Okay. Are the plans already submitted to the clerk?
These were submitted to the building department. I don't know if the clerk has a set of plans of these. But I can show them to you.
No, if you could present a set of them to the clerk. Okay, we'll continue on with the hearing. Are there any proponents? Hearing and seeing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. Any opponents? Hearing and seeing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. Any members wish to speak? I do have a question. Was the pitch of the roof is already in place? Am I correct? You already added the roof onto the structure?
To tell you the truth, I did, and I didn't think it was like nothing other than Benny came down and he says, you changed the picture of the roof, because how it was before, it was like 3 feet, kind of flat, and then it went up.
Mm-hmm.
So when I rebuilt it, I just went straight across, and that's when, and he says, as a matter of fact, he even told me you can continue it, then if you go in front of the board, and they say no, then you have to bring it back to the original, and I stopped all the work, why sink more money into it if you guys are going to reject it, or that's why I stopped working there.
Okay. And also, is there any parking on the premises?
Yes, there is.
And that's depicted in the, that's what I couldn't understand, because I thought there was a raised wall, so how could you have a parking space on top of the raised wall?
What raised wall? There is no parking. What I didn't change nothing on the structure of the house. That's all I did was make the house, which I pulled a permit on it, 4 feet smaller, because I only had a 6, looking at the house, okay, to the right of it, okay, there was only a 6 foot like a 6 foot space. So what I did, I took the house back 4 feet, and I went down to talk to the building, not the building, the
Engineering department.
The engineer, Don. And he came out and he said, well, if you take the house back 4 feet, put in a foundation, and put in a new cabin wall, then you're going to create a driveway 10 feet wide, 22 feet back. And that's what I did with permits full. There was a curb cut hold for one of the contractors from the city of Revere. It was already done, and it was already approved. I have plans done and everything that he has done there.
Okay, so it's 9 feet, 0.16 wide, and
20 feet long. It's only for one parking space, either 20 or 22 feet deep.
so is there a variance being requested for parking?
No, he didn't. He gave me the permit, and no variance on that. I said it was fine.
Would we be required?
This is a special permit to further alter a non-conforming structure use, so none required.
Already. Okay, thank you. There's no other members wish to speak, so we will continue on with our next calendar item number and vote at the end of the meeting.
Thank you.
The next matter before the board is application A1313. This is the application of Rose Gordon, 14 Loomis Street, Revere, requesting a variance of Title 17, 1721, Section 1720.4030D1 of the revised ordinance of the City of Revere to enable the appellant to remove the existing swimming pool and construct a single-family dwelling on lots 265, 266, and 267 Loma Street, adjacent to 14 Loma Street, Revere.
Is the applicant present? Okay, please step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record.
My name is Michael Gordon. I reside at 7 Colgate Street in Danvers, and I am the son of the applicant, but I am listed as a representative on the application. The applicant is here.
Okay, thank you.
She'd rather me speak.
Do you have anything more to add than what's already been presented? Okay. We will continue on with the hearing, asking if there's any proponents. Anyone in favor? Hearing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. Any opponents? Anyone opposed? If you're opposed, please step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. It's already on.
Okay. Bob DeMorrow, 25 Loomis Street, Revere. I'm a direct abutter across the street from that lot. And my concerns are, I don't know what's going on there, because I know the lot was an 80-foot lot at one time. Now they're going in for some type of a variance to change the lot to an off-size on the street. I know there's a swimming pool there. And all the lots that are on that street are all oversized. You know, they want to cut that lot down to, what, 50 feet?
If you'd like, you can look at the plan. Did you take the opportunity to go to the clerk's office and look at the plan?
At 60 feet.
It's 60 feet.
No, 60 feet, okay. All that area is zoned for single families on big lots. I got no, I'm not trying to throw a rock into their plans, but there's a swimming pool there, there's conservation land there, and I don't know if they've gone before conservation and see what's going on with that. And that whole side of that street is all messed up. The lots, it looks to me, I have a plan that shows all those houses on that side of the street are on other people's property. Not only this property here goes on to the property that they're trying to get a variance for, and I'm not opposed to them getting a variance, but I want to know what's going on, and I don't know that. I've been there for 46 years. I've had the property for probably 52 years. So, and I know the board has been there a long time too. And there's another question. The street, they spent federal money there to put the whole street in, and they put all brand new water and storage in there a year ago. We waited almost 40 years to get it. Now, I understand that they can't open that street for 5 years. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's my understanding, okay, because of the federal money that was put into there. And that's what I was told when I went to many of the meetings. And I have a plan showing that, all the water and sewage that went in there. That's my concerns. That's the only concerns I have. And I just want to protect myself and my other neighbors in the area. That's why I'm up here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are there any other opponents? Hearing none, I'll close that side of the hearing. Any members wish to speak? Just for clarification for the opponent, there's a removal of a pool. So the pool will be totally removed, foundation, in order for them to construct the 2.5-story proposed dwelling. And based on this plan the plot plan that was proposed, there's no question of boundary lines going on to someone else's property.
I have an overview of that street from the city, and it shows all that stuff on that side. Not the house, but not where it's supposed to be. If you'd like to see that, I'd be more than happy to give you one.
If you'd like to have us, if you want us to take a look at it, that's fine, but I believe we already have something that shows that.
As it is, it's all up.
And that could very well be, but based on the map and the plan that we have, that the home in question is not in violation of anything. So that's all we can be concerned with.
I understand you're trying to change the lot size because of property is on one of the lots. There's supposed to be 4 lots there. One of the lots, that's got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. As far as their property or the boundary.
Sure, most definitely.
This is the view from the area view of these all houses and these houses. Now we're I know they're gonna.
Where is the pool?
The pool is right. I'm happy with removing the pool, believe me. This is the road, this house here. The pool is right there.
Is this the Mullen
This
Street
is,
side?
yeah, this is their
Washington
lot.
Avenue
This
side?
is their lot, change, yeah.
Yeah, it is the pool.
Right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the lot they're using, so they're going for the variance because of that.
Well, they're going for the variance because of this.
Yeah, well,
Mm.
either lot, they're changing the structure of that lot.
Mm.
No, I'm not, I just want to know what's going on here. I have to look at the minutes. If you want to keep that, let's keep it.
This is the pool here.
Mm-hmm. If in fact they remove the pool, then the actual dwelling will be within the lot lines.
Will be within the required side yards, rear yard, parking is all taken care of.
Okay.
It's a single-family house, here's the 2 parking spaces, here's the 21.5 setback in the front, 11 feet there, 11 feet there on either side, and I'll pick up the number here for the rear. So, but Frank did not give us any instructions that it needed anything but a change in the definition of the vacant lot, and that's the variance being requested.
Okay. And is the applicant, just one question, that entire pool and the foundation will be removed?
That is correct.
Okay, thank you. And we will now vote on the calendar item numbers.
The first application is the application of Mr. Alawi, and basically the proposal is to raise the existing structure on the Blake Garfield side of the property and construct a new one-story structure in accordance with the plan submitted to the board. And the variances required will be front, side, rear yard setback variances. To raise that portion of the structure and put in a new structure in accordance with the plan. Question comes on granting.
Is there a restriction on plumbing, kitchen, or anything in that?
I don't think so. This is not a garage that's being
Okay.
Provided. This is a portion of a livable area of this structure on the first floor.
Okay.
So the question comes on granting the relief for the variances requested. Mr. Bacilli?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Corrin? Yes. Mr. D'Angelo?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Mazzoni? Yes. And Mr. Tucker?
Yes.
Yes. This is granted. The next application before the board is A1312. This is a special permit application to enable the appellant to further alter a non-conforming single-family structure by changing the pitch of the roof of the structure on Lot A at 460 Revere Street.
Roll call.
Question comes on granting the relief requested. Mr. Bacilli?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Corrin? Yes. Mr. D'Angelo? Yes. Mr. Mazzoni? Yes. Mr. Tucker?
Yes.
Yes, this is granted. The next application before the board is A1313. This is a variance request relative to section 1724.030D1 with respect to the definition of vacant lot to enable the appellant to remove the existing swimming pool and construct a single-family dwelling on lots 265, 266, and 267 Loma Street, adjacent to 14 Loma Street, Revere.
Roll call.
Question comes on granting the relief requested in the variance application. Mr. Bacilli? Yes. Yes. Mr. Corrin? Yes. Mr. D'Angelo? Yes. Mr. Mazzoni? Yes. Mr. Tucker?
Yes.
Yes, this is granted. No further business before the board. There are two applications pending. One for the new McKinley School on Hill Park and another on a deck on a property in the Beachmont area of the city.
So our next meeting will be call of the chair.
You want the last Wednesday of November, or you want the next to last Wednesday of November?
I'd say the last Wednesday in November. Meeting adjourned.